Welcome back to the Kali Yoga YouTube channel. Tom here. Today we're looking at the steel mace. Go through some of the basic ways to start handling the mace, so you know, one, that's safe, two, that we can build strength and flexibility, and we can have a lot of fun. Grab your mace or use a staff if you don't yet have a mace. Now let's get into the video. All right, the two exercises we're gonna work, they're gonna help you with handling the mace and just getting comfortable with this mace, is first the Mace Walk and then the pendulum. What this is really prepping you for is being able to go into 360s. I taught steel mace like full time when I taught yoga back in Chicago full time. And I taught steel mace classes, and these are the exercises that I would teach before we ever swung the mace around the head. Because one, it's gotta feel safe. Two, we wanna feel really strong and get more flexible in the shoulders. And we wanna have fun. So we're gonna develop that with the mace right now. So grab your mace. I'm gonna have you go right hand on top, left hand on the bottom. Just go like 2-finger distance between the hands and touch your right shoulder. So we're just having it right on the shoulder, on the meat of your shoulder. You're not pressing it into your collarbone. Then we're gonna slide the mace behind us. So now we're getting comfortable with having the bell behind us. There's a lot of the handle up in the sky, so that's gonna make the leverage shorter. It's gonna be easier for us to maneuver the mace. Then from here, it's literally mace walks, because that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna walk up and down. As we come out, we're just going to slide the hands up, or technically down toward the tail of the mace. I just make sure I know exactly where the end of the handle is, so I just usually leave a little bit of grace on that, and then I walk my way back, technically up the mace. If you're doing this indoors, watch your ceiling. It would be better if you went outside anyway to train this. Give you a couple different angles here. And just go like 15 to 30 seconds right before you feel a burn in the shoulders. Notice that my elbows are not out wide. I have my elbows kind of in. That way I can feel the sides of my body working. Just a couple of times. We're gonna make our way back. So if your right hand is up to the sky, slide it underneath, touch your shoulder, and then pop that right back in front. Again, this is gonna feel kind of weird with stabilizing it. That's why we have 2-finger distance between. That way our wrists have some grace period. Now we're gonna do a magic switch. I'm just gonna grab it where the left hand is on top, slide it down to that like traction part of the mace. It looks like a nail file. And then we just do it on the other side. Move our head, touch the left shoulder. So the left hand is on top. So we're touching the left shoulder, and we bring it out, and we do mace walks. Take your time. Not sliding my hands, I'm gripping. So I'm grabbing and closing the thumb. It's really simple. There's really no way to really overcomplicate this. And I'm just developing my grip. The mace can touch your spine a little bit. This is okay. There's nothing really crazy about it. If you want more in the shoulders, or if you're just more comfortable with doing it without contact like this, you can also do that. And again, just go like 15, 30 seconds, somewhere around there. Make your way back up the handle technically. So my left hand, if my left hand's here, bring it here, touch your shoulder, and then pop the mace back in front. To put the mace down, I just grab toward the bell, because that's where all the off-balance portion of it is. And then I just simply set the mace down. So that's mace walks. Let's look at pendulums, which are gonna start to move like an old grandfather clock. Let's take a look. So we'll go the same thing, right hand on the top, left hand on the bottom, 2-finger distance between the hands, touch the shoulder, and we're gonna bring the mace behind us. Again, we have a lot of the tail up to the sky. If we go a lot of leverage like this in the beginning, that can be kind of a lot, especially when you're using a new tool. So just give yourself a little bit of grace by having a lot of the handle above you. So it's just a smaller lever. And then we go into it from here. Elbows are gonna sit in. Only thing I'll really say is just try and not have your ribs push forward like this. Look to suck your, not suck your ribs in, but pull your ribs in so they stack over your pelvis, so you don't feel like you're trying to puff your chest out. Just let your ribs sit right over your hips, right over your pelvis. Mace pendulums are gonna move from the wrist and a little bit from the elbow. So you're gonna pack the shoulders, and we're gonna move from the wrist and the elbow. So my forearms are touching my head. So they're actually connected to my head right now, because connected is protected, as I've been taught in my martial arts training before. We go left and right, I'm going to slow down the momentum by squeezing my grip so I can give you a reverse view. So if you have a mace or you have a staff right now, do this with me right now. When you come out, you've got that grip, full grip, thumbs are closed. Wrists and elbows move. So we're not just trying to flex, like laterally flex from the wrist. The elbows have grace. If it feels weird to have your forearms touch your head, just let your forearms not touch your head then. Left and right, building momentum with the mace. Then we can slow this down by squeezing the grip. That will stop the momentum. Touch the right shoulder, pop it in front, move up to the handle, and then we do that magic switch where we switch the left hand on top now. Check it out. Let's go through an exercise now where we can kind of play with these, where we can move from the right side and the left side and transition through the pendulums and also the mace walks. So we're going to use what's sometimes called the under-over switch. Just means the right palm is up, the left palm is down, and then when we switch it, we go through kind of like a prayer hands type of situation. Left palm is up, right palm is down. It's really easy. We're not tossing the mace. We're sliding and keeping some grip without overthinking it. Just keep it really simple. Make sure you got plenty of space to train. If you're doing this with a staff, you can also work this right now. So we work it out from here. We're gonna have right hand on top, left hand on the bottom where we started. We're gonna move the head to the left, touch the shoulder. We're just gonna bring this in and we're gonna do one walk up and one walk down with the mace. So let's do it together from here. So I'm basically halfway there. I go to the end of the handle. My right hand goes to the bottom. I touch the shoulder. I come back in front. Now from here, I'm gonna bring the right hand on toward the bell, go horizontal, and then I'm gonna switch this. There's the switch through the grip, left hand grabs, right hand is on the tail. Then we do the same thing. We bring this up into the vertical position, touch the left shoulder, bring it behind us, establish our position, then we walk up and down. Boom, slide it back in front, pop the mace back up, left hand slides up, and we have that switch. Then we have a dynamic version which uses the pendulum. So now we can go into this from here. Right hand is on top. I touch, I establish, I can go 1, 2, 3. Slow the momentum down, squeeze the grip. Bring this in, take a switch, establish your positioning, grip, 1, 2, 3. Grip to slow it down, which will help with controlling and generating momentum. And then we switch it. So that's the second version you can work. All right, thanks for joining me for this mace video, beginner mace handling. We worked the mace walk and the mace pendulum, getting comfortable with the bell being behind us and starting to control and generate momentum. We're gonna get stronger, we're gonna get more flexible. We're gonna have a lot of fun as we're working out. We can get outside, we don't need a lot of equipment. Pick up a mace today. This is the 10-pound mace. This is the standard weight that I teach with because it has a long enough full-size handle so that we can move through grip transitions and we can still challenge our range. We can still challenge the strength in our body, especially our grip. If someone does a lot of yoga and you're getting wrist pain or you just want to get stronger hands generally, pick up a mace today. Also do pull-ups. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, pick up your mace today so we can train together. More content coming soon, and I'll see you in the next one.